Okay, so today's a different type of video. I've always wanted to do this type of video, but I kind of refrained against doing it, but why not? I've always wanted to do it. But before I start, I have a new intro, and this time it's been voted by you guys. Unfortunately, my original intro is copyrighted, and which sucks because that's my favorite intro. But I had you guys vote on 4 new intros. I uploaded on Instagram on my story the first pair of intros, and that result was pretty clear. Then I put my second pair of intros, and that one was a lot closer, literally by 1 vote. And then for the finale, which was the winner of the first one and the winner of the second one, was another clear victory, and I'm not mad with who won. So that being said, here's my new intro. So like I said, today's video is going to be a little different. So today's going to basically be an editing breakdown of my Instagram story that I put a while back, which was a picture of my AirPods and then with like a sound wave coming out of them. So it looks like so you can visualize the music coming out of the AirPods and stuff. A lot of people actually really liked it, and I wasn't expecting that. Like I liked how it came out, but a lot of people started messaging me and like telling me in person like that was really cool. I really like that. So I'm gonna break it down a little. I know this video is not for everyone. Not everyone is interested in the whole editing breakdown thing, so if it's not for you, you don't have to watch it, but if it is for you, stick around. Okay, so this project started when I was just taking pictures of random objects, and I just so happened to take pictures of my AirPods out of the case on my laptop, with my laptop on in the background. And I just started playing with that, and then I just had the idea of like, what if I just post this on my story, but just not the picture, because the picture looks cool, but what if I edit the picture and I also like add like a little, music visualizer, so you guys can see little audio forms coming out of the waveform coming out of the AirPods to give it some life and stuff. So that was what I did. So basically I took one picture and then I edited it, and then here's the difference between the normal one and the edited one. It's not a huge difference, but it does add some drama into the edited one. So basically here I'm importing the 2 pictures. I don't need both. I'm just kind of showing you the difference between both, which I already did. But yeah, I don't need the other one, so I'm deleting the first one, which is the original. Now I'm just looking for the music I'm going to use. I can't use the one I used in the story because that's copyrighted. Of course it is. But I ended up using the one for my new intro because it fits. Now I'm going to a website called Veed. This is a really cool website I found that lets you do music visualizers. All you need to do is just upload the file of the song, and it'll do everything for you. But the cool thing is here you pick your format, and then you can change the style of it. Like default one is the Siri one that looks like Siri. I changed it to the traditional waveform one. In the beginning you saw that like deleted a little square. That's like for a podcast logo. If you want, you could use that for podcast too. There I'm changing the background to green so I can make it easier to key out for a green screen. I just click that and then it makes it disappear. And then here you can change the maximum and minimum of the way it reacts to the decibels. And just playing with that to see which looks best and which one looks more natural for like a music visualizer. Here I'm just changing the project name so it's easier to when I'm exporting it. When you're done, just export the video. It is going to have a watermark, but it's at the very top corner, so I can fix that really easily. So I'm just downloading the video in a file wherever you can find it best for you. Now I'm importing it into Filmora. And here I put the picture on one track. I'm looking at the size, the dimensions of the picture, so I match it to my project. Putting the video on top, keeping the project size. Now I'm just changing the volume because it's really, really loud, so I just lower it down to a tone that's like more normal. Here I'm just looking for where I want to start, where I want my music to start, and where I want my audio visualizer to start. I make the picture last the same length as that video. And now we go to the green screen settings. We click on the chroma key, which automatically puts the green, and then I start messing with the settings to make it as most transparent as possible and making the little lines of the waveform look pop, but not pop too much where it looks like disturbing. Just make it look more natural. Here I'm cropping it out where I said because it has a watermark, but that's easy. Just crop it a little bit and you're good. So it disappears from the video. And now I'm just placing it exactly where it would be on like exiting the earbud. And I put a full screen so I can see it better. Here I start fading the audio a little bit so it doesn't just abruptly start. So I just start playing with the fade a little bit. And then from here, I split the audio. I detached the audio from the video so they're two separate tracks. So now the video's on its own, the audio's on its own. I lock that track so I don't mistakenly touch it and move it. And I also lock the picture too. And here I'm looking for a fade, an erase transition. Sorry. So the little visualizer can just pop in, and I start playing with the timing so the fade of the music can match with like the fade of the visualizer, so it doesn't just like pop in out of nowhere. It kind of like wipes in. And that looks good. I rendered it out really quickly, and that looks fine. From here, I'm looking for stock footage that I have already saved in a file, and I'm adding a smoke one, which adds a little bit of movement in there so it doesn't look too static. From here, I right click and I make it fit to the actual frame so it fills in the whole thing. And then from here, I go to the video settings and go to compositing, and I change the blending mode from normal to screen, and that makes the black background transparent. And then I just start playing with the opacity a little bit to make it look a little more see-through, so it's just not just like in your face. It's just subtle to add a little bit of movement to a static picture, and it adds a nice dynamic to the picture. When I'm happy with the settings, I just Control C for copy. I lock the track on the bottom so I don't touch it by accident, and I just start mashing the paste, which is Control V. I delete that gap, and the last clip, which is overlaying, I just reduce it so it matches at the end of the other video. I render it all out, which is sped up because it's not that quick. Save my project. Watching it over really quickly, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I really like it. But from here, I'm looking for a transition so the whole video fades out. So I'm looking for the area where I want it to fade out, which is right around where the waveform is done. From there, I unlock both my tracks, where the smoke one and the AirPods picture one. I'm playing with the duration of the fade. I'm gonna match them both, obviously. I lock both tracks again, just in case I don't touch anything. I render it out really quickly. And there, at the end, you just have a nice fade when the waveform is out. Everything fades out. From there, I save my project. And I export it, check my settings really quickly, make sure they're all fine. I export it, and the end result looks like this. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this type of video. I know this is not for everyone, but I really wanted to explain how I edit my videos, and I didn't want to do this first video to be like a full-fledged video of mine explaining how I do, because that video would have been way longer. So I decided to keep it simple and choose something that a lot of people liked, and it's fairly simple to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I don't know when my next video will be. We'll see when that happens. As always, stay safe. God bless. See you later.